Oh, here we go. Here we go again, Lions fans. Little post-game podcast today, and you don't mind if I'm just a little subdued because, well, do you really even care anymore? The question we all have to ask ourselves at some point in our Lions fandom is any of this really worth it? Would I have been better spending my Sunday afternoon cleaning out the gutters, joining Matt Derry at the cider mill, doing anything other than spending 3.5 hours watching the poorest excuse for a sporting franchise find not even a new way, but just once again failing miserably as an organization. But you see, here we're having fun. We put the FU in fun here at the Heart of a Lions Fan podcast. So we're gonna up it because I can't be that morose and for too long. Cool stuff happened today, but none of it on the field for the Detroit Lions, other than Swaggy. Why we don't get you the ball more in the second half? No freaking clue. Other than this team is completely incompetent in doing anything. But today was a day like a lot of other days for us Lions fans where we get our hopes up at the start, and then some of us predict that we will lose, and we lose. So whether that is the emotion, the feeling, the expectation of losing that causes us to lose, I don't think so. I believe that the loser. Let's take a look at what's going on in the Twitterverse. So this was pretty cool today. Barry Sanders was out there for the coin flip, wearing his Hall of Fame jacket. So Hall of Famer Barry Sanders. And the Lions announced at halftime today during the homecoming game that we were going to erect a statue at Ford Field of Barry Sanders. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Lots of Barry Sanders stuff here. I'm assuming there's lots of fans, Kula there, lots of fans hanging out in the Halloween gear. I did not watch the game. I listened to it. No, I actually did watch the game, didn't I? I listened to the radio in the first half because I went up to visit my mother, and then we watched the second quarter on at my mom's house. I didn't see a lot of shots of fans wearing costumes. I saw the Teletubby folks. But yeah, did the broadcast, tell me folks, did the broadcast not actually show a whole lot of Lions fans today? Because it didn't feel like it. So let's go ahead and see what's going on here. You'll notice I'm getting a lot of notifications. I think I pissed off some Miami's Dolphin fans today because they were bragging about like how good Tua is, and I'm sorry, Dolphins fans. It's the Detroit Lions, and their defense is awful. Who's the guy for New England that had a day for us? Not Mac Jones, the other guy. Bailey Zapped, whatever it is. But so I made the mistake of commenting. Well, let's actually take a look here because this will be fun. I made the comment of posting on this Robert Griffin III, who's doing a phenomenal job. Robert Griffin III, you're doing a phenomenal job. I love what you're tweeting. I said, dude, it's the Lions, and you will see here that I'm getting all kinds of wonderful love from Miami fans. But let's go back here, look at what's going on. So we do our search for Detroit Lions. We'll look at what's going on with the latest and greatest here. He goes up there and sucks it up every single week. Who are they talking about? Yeah. Okay. Let's do this. Let's do a live listen in on Dan Campbell here. So let's back it up. Hold on. Let's back it up. Hold on a second. So here he goes. So Dan Campbell, why do you think your team sucks? Well, coach better. So close. Yet so far. And any final thoughts on the game today, Dan? Oops, you might want to go. Get that checked out, Dan. Wrecked him, damn near killed him. Anything else here? Oh, there we go. Hey, Radio Kahozi. Yes, there is the man we all miss, kind of. Jim Caldwell, yes, yes, yes. But that's just it. Goff wasn't the problem today, except when it mattered most, he was part of the problem. Taking that big sack on third down when I didn't see it, but supposedly somebody was standing wide open. And that 4th and 2 decision that he made, another horrible decision. Jared Goffel is not the answer, folks. Is what it is. You can all get excited because he's got these stats here and there. But I do remember a few of you making fun of the other guy. Stat Padford, whatever it is that you all called him back in the day, and driving him out of town. But you're embracing Jared Goffel. So Lions fans, I love you, but you're always a little bit insane. But that's cool. So here we go. Here we go. Lots of text. There's lots of anger out there for Lions fans. I can see that, right? Um, oh, Jamal Williams. We've got some bookmarks out here. We'll see what happened. Yeah, this right here. Brad Galley, thank you for sharing this. This was Jamal Williams, I think on his second touchdown. Trade DeAndre Swift. We don't need DeAndre Swift. We've got Jamal Williams. He's perfectly fine. He scored 8 touchdowns so far this year. Really one of the only bright spots we have on offense, a consistently bright spot on offense. Scores this touchdown. And Frank Ragnow decides to get Swaggy on the fishing channel, on his fishing show. So that was hilarious. Yep, and then Tim Twentyman was the one where I heard it from first about the 8-foot statue of going up of Barry Sanders. This was pregame. I don't know how you feel about Annie Agar. I know there's a lot of thoughts about Annie Agar out there, but I thought this was funny. Ann Campbell, Dan Campbell with no D, might be worth reading the comments on that. Depends how you like your humor. Lions not getting any trade calls on TJ Hawkinson. Interestingly enough, Lions don't use TJ Hawkinson as much as they probably should. That 4th and 2 play, why the ball doesn't go to TJ, I don't know. I didn't see the actual play itself, or any of the replays or anything to see how it might have been designed and if TJ was open, covered, whatever. But TJ had the one big game this year. Probably should have traded him after that one, because really we don't get any consistent performances out of any players on this team except for Swaggy. I mean, he did have the fumble last week, but you know what? That happens to the best of them. Here we go. Some other stuff that doesn't matter. Oh, so I'm going a few days back, but Vaitai has gone basically slim to none. Chances playing this year. So another player that we pick up that doesn't even have an impact on the team, Michael Barkers. And then looking back, October 27th. So this happened a while ago, right? That 14 catches, the Calvin Johnson, the day that we had. So I think what this means is if Barry's getting a statue next year, then Calvin Johnson should be getting a statue soon after that. And if that's the case, Rod Wood, just pay the man his money. I went after you hard today, Rod Wood. Well deserved. Nobody calls you out, but Rod Wood, you are the number one reason that this organization continues to underperform. Go take a look, people, from 2015 to now, how bad this organization has been, the cliff that it's fallen off of, and we can trace that back to the point where accountant Rod Wood was hired as president of football. So thank you, Sheila, for that nonsensical move that you continue to stay loyal to. I'm not quitting. I've tried. I might go do something different next week. I'll be in North Carolina, so maybe I'll be lucky enough the game won't actually be on. But I'll be following along. Take care, everybody. Be good to each other.